Alright guys, welcome to Training with Tyler. Let's give a couple setups. It's been a while. I've been away, just letting my portfolio work for itself. Really haven't been trading too much, but that is changing now. Um, so let's give a very nice setup first and foremost, and then we're going to go through 4 other coins and inspired by some of the members of my group, and we'll take a look at their entries to my entries and we'll compare the two and just see what we have going on. So let's just talk about MOG first of all. So MOG, really nicely. Let's go ahead and look at what we have here. Okay, let's go ahead and hide these 2 positions here and show you how we got here. We can just start from scratch. Okay, first things first. So our global fixed range right here. And a little tip for our people out there, if you want to get, if you go in the lower time frames and put on the fixed range, you won't have to redo it every time. So watch, for example, see how we can just keep moving up in time and it keeps making it. And if we were to do this opposite way, let's say we put this here on the daily, if we were to go lower time frames, you see that we have to re-click this every time as we go down. So just a little tip there. If you want to get your global right, just go to the lower time frames. Okay. Engage that. That way it stays with you all the way. All right. So, oops, we moved this by accident. All right. So right off the bat, value area, global value area low coming into play here. All right. We can take this from high to low. And I like to be accurate on this because they move in such small moves. 2.4820. We could just move this over here. 2.4820. Okay. So we have the CC right there. We have, this is an untapped CC, mind you, because we're taking it from this high and we haven't come down to here yet. Daily naked point of control. $1.0619. 1.0619. That's a bit of confluence there. And so we have two possible positions here. Stop loss can be at your own discretion. Essentially, we bounce off this value area low and come back to this point of control and get rejected. But we will be taking profits before then. Or we go through this, come through, break through this point of control, possibly back test it, and we go up higher for a nicer, almost a 20-to-1 risk to reward trade. So really nice trade on MOG there. Good confluences. Let's move on to we'll go to LDO next because we're discussing this in the group as we speak. So this is Kumar's level. If I'm understanding it right here, I think, and also 869. I can give a good case for, that's a good level there. So those Kumar's 2 levels right quick. All right, so right off the bat for me, I'm thinking, so if we take this from low to a high right here, this is untapped CC right there. Okay, that's gonna be a nice spot. It's also monthly. Okay. And I haven't put this in here yet. Actually, I want to switch over to GALA because check this out. Yeah, let's do GALA first. GALA's got a lot of interesting stuff going on right here. Okay. So we have a yearly right here, yearly level. Here is a quarterly level. So this is a quarterly and a monthly. I don't know why I have it like that, sorry. What's cool about this is, so check this out. Zoom in here. 01379. And you can see our cursor aligned with this. Once we get right here, you can see all three. If we're looking at each, so down here is the monthly naked point controls. This is the weeklies. These are the dailies. If we're putting our cursor right here, you can see we have, this is supposed to be here. Sorry. Look at right here. If we put this middle one, 01365. Basically, all within this little area right here is 1381. We have a lot of confluence there. So let's just put this in 1349, 1379. Might as well do it. And 1349 is going to be our monthly. Okay, let's clone this right quick. 1379 is our weekly. Naked one control. I mean, they're pretty much right on top of each other. We have 13. Let's just expand this. Okay, there we go. I think the closest probably is going to be 1361. Also, 0141. Yeah, good support there. That's going to be a daily. Negative point of control there. And let's mark all three of these. 1361. And 1307. Okay. Pulling fibs here. Fib expansion on this would be showing. See, we're in the monthly here. Let's go to lower time frame. Let's go here to here and see what this is like. Okay, Fib expansion showing. I was thinking. Not a whole lot of Fib confluence for it, but take a look at this global volume right quick. Interesting down here. There's a lot of support here, but I could totally see it coming down and wanting to test it down here. I don't know if we have any MPOCs down here. 1, 2, 4, 8. Funny, it's just that we have all that right there. Let's take a look at this right quick. Gotta do some in-depth diving on this a little bit, I think. Yeah, with this new EXO update, it's going to. Okay, look. Untapped all the way over here. Yeah, so what is that? 1307. That's that daily negative point of control. I don't really like not having Fib confluence there. And this yearly. We have already printed a swing low fractal here. Okay, not yet on the daily. Have a swing high. I think to keep this, we could very well bounce from this daily, from this yearly here as well. Let's separate this to some ranges right quick. And GALA does kind of make this a little bit hard, somewhat. think we have two possible setups here, really. And because this is all, none of this is financial advice, because this is all probabilities. You got to remember this. This is all for like educational purposes, how we get here. But I think ultimately, like, here's a weekly level. That's a weekly negative point of control at a weekly untapped weekly. We also have a weekly here. Look, so weekly level here as well. So just confluence wise. So this 10% range makes up a lot, but from where we could go from here. Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, I got rid of the yearly on accident. Sorry. I just got rid of that yearly just because. I'm going to show. I think you almost have to do it like this. Okay. You're going to have a wide stop loss, and just in my opinion, my financial advice, everyone's going to trade their own way. I think you have to, and let's get this directly on that quarterly, monthly level. Boom. All these small details matter. So look, I'm only taking trades here 3-to-1, risk reward or better. Now, I'm covering this value area low here. Okay, and I'm going to cover it by a decent bit. All right, just in case. Rather be safe than sorry. That leaves us with about a 17% stop loss. Okay, and because we have all these possible spots they could bounce from. But let's just say we run through all this. Ultimately, our global value area low is right here. We have to account for that, and thankfully, it's that close by where we could squeeze a little bit more stop loss out of it, and still incur some nice, because we want to keep our risk reward good, and so I wouldn't want to have it right here or right here. I want to cover my global val right there. And this is just me. I think it's even okay to do this just to grind it, That's my take on GALA. Wish there was more fib confluence, really. There probably is with some negative fibs, and I'm not going to go into those. So let's take a look at LDO. We were just talking about. All right, so actually, let's go into POPCAT. We're going to go to LDO because that'll be last. Here's what I like to see with this. So here's our global. We've been in this uptrending range. I like this. I like this for a few reasons. Let me explain this. We can have two. I think we can have two possible options here for POPCAT. I think we could have, this does indicate weakness that we didn't touch the top of this trend line again. So I think we're going to break through this, and we also have confluence right here. We haven't pulled up POPCAT yet on this. What a coin name, POPCAT, huh? Okay, POPCAT. Just based off this fact alone, global value area high right here. So it's a good way to wreck. I think we could wreck some people here. 786. Altcoins love the 786. All right. If we had our fib pull down here, you could see that. I mean, O2. It's just not the. And it wouldn't be anywhere like this. We're going to be targeting really this this pivot pool here. That 76 aligns with our value area high right there real nicely. And let's just talk about how, you know, unfortunately, the name of the game in trading is just traders are wrong and other traders are right, and a lot of people could get bullish here. In most cases, I would just give. I'm going to give two scenarios here. With the trend line to come up, I'm going against this one. I'm going to tell you why. Is because the fact that we failed to take this top up here on this this channel. That gives early indication that possibly the uptrend could possibly be over. It is the market structure still, but also look. Let me play devil's advocate. This would keep the uptrend intact though. From here to here. So this would keep these lows from breaking, and we go up higher again. But a good way to wreck a bunch of people, and I know that 786 is loved by altcoins. We break the trend line. Okay, we break the bottom of this channel, and we come through, and here we have the 76 waiting for us there with the value area high confluence. And so let's see what it has to say about. I'll give. Yeah, it's not a daily. Thought it was, but it's not. Let's take a look. Let's look what we have here. So 029. So 0.29. We have 1132. Look at that, 0.29 right at our 786 right there. Weekly naked point of control. And also 0.281, 0.25. That's the daily, right? Yep. What did I say it was? Let's make sure. 0.238 and 0.25. So that's sitting below. And that's for the 886 there. So I'm going to go like this. Could see that. Let's just take it to all-time high right there. And we're just being analytical as we possibly can off of this. We're only going to be able to give us what the charts are giving us. 0.25. It's daily. .238. Yeah, still almost, granted, regardless, this would keep the uptrend. This would keep it from, I mean, a fall through this would be devastating for POPCAT. Let's just be real here. And also, I mean, from here to here is really, that's a long way. That's 20%. Okay. I'm looking at the stronger of the confluences here. I'm just going to go with, if you want to play the best of both worlds, you could have your stop loss, technically, these two lower lows below. Could give you a better risk to reward here. We have to cover ourselves more here, I think, because I just like the fact that we come out of this channel, wreck a bunch of people put in shorts, and then we have nice long orders here. With the 786 confluence, that's an altcoin's favorite. That's their favorite, really is. Value area high. Weekly naked point of control. A weekly naked point of control is stronger than daily naked point of control. So my first option, you know, it's going to be here. You know, second option would be that. Yeah, that's going to be POPCAT. Litecoin intrigues me as well. There's a lot to go with Litecoin. But we'll do LDO. Let's see what the group is saying about that. Okay, so. Alright, I'm going to give you my take on this, on Lido. So this is a quarterly and a monthly. Alright, so since that bounce from there. Let's pull up LDO on XO. What I'd be looking at, let's see. Not extended. That's pretty huge right there. This previous month. I've got my position. I've got my setup here. I don't need to see any more. I really don't even need to see exo charts. We'll see if there's any POCs there, but we have a previous month value area low right here, right at our quarterly and monthly level, right at our global 618. Yeah, this global 618 is going to roll, in my opinion. So here's how I would cover it. And also, though, let's see what this is globally. So using this global as a okay, a couple of options could happen here. I expect this global volume profile to switch on us eventually, but just to show the possibilities here. Yeah, I'm going to be using this as this global volume profile as a place for how far we could essentially take this, you know. It all depends on gaining acceptance. Exo charts might show me something different. Let's see. I'm covering both my lows right here. Okay. All three of these are greater than 3 to 1. That's great. Still loading, I see. This doesn't have all the stuff we need right here. Yeah. And because we're on LDO's oldest historical chart, we're not going to be able to. It's on MEXC. I think we have access to MEXC on here. Let's see. Oh, we do not. At one point we did. I think it believe it did. Let's see. Well, that's all we're granted for now. So let's talk about this. Let's go back to this monthly here. All right. So now I use these positions as far as they'll go for the global here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this for now. I just want to pay attention to. Let's go ahead and mark out another previous month here. See what we're looking at here. Come on. Not extended. Beautiful. Beautiful as well for us. Point of control. The previous month point of control right at the 618 there. Another lovely confluence there. Okay. Let's take a look at this impulsive candle. Where's it going to show us here? For this month. This is Friday, July 1st. It might be too much data for it to give. There's a lot. Sometimes trading people skip up on us right here and just not. Let's see what, let's click the extended and then see what happens. Wow. It won't even go extended? Interesting. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so let's see if we can switch it back to not extended. A little tip for y'all there. Come on. Not going to grant it. All right. Let's do it on the weekly then. July 1st. It's going to be done in the daily. Okay. So, this gap down here is what's throwing it off. Possibly. Let's see. July 1st. August 1st. Well, it doesn't seem to want to give it to us, does it? That's crazy. Come on, dude. That is so odd. What? All the way up here, huh? Boy, that sure makes a whole lot of sense. What? That's so weird. Let's see what this looks like here. Well, that shows me something. That's intriguing. Let's see what this is like. Here to there. I really don't know why. There's really no reason for me to go any further than that when I can tell you that both of these, when you have these 2 months showing a nice confluence there, of course, it's going to give me a little bit of contention here again. One last time. Go on. Boom. You can see that value area low right there. If I bring this to the front, you'll be able to see that blue line. Blue line right at our quarterly. And then check this. Again, point of control right at the 618. Be cool if it would, so that's nothing on that. Give me that candle. That's nice. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Value area high right around there. We can go into previous weeks if we wanted to. I bet this weekly they'll give this as weekly. Okay, so it's further below there. But really, that's what I needed to see there. I mean, that's a lot of nice influences. You gotta realize. Quarterly and monthly. Untapped CC. Um, two previous months. Very low on point of control there. Yeah. So we've covered MOG, covered LDO, GALA. GALA's a tough one. Was a tough one. POPCAT. That was a tough one as well. And yeah, for LDO. Yeah, so Kumar is saying that he feels like this is these two levels are for Kumar's levels. I could see the case for 869 here. Not quite sure what we're seeing at 1.169. I'm not quite sure what you're seeing there. But hey, let's leave it there in case, you know, in case there's a reaction, something I didn't see. I can see the case for this. I think it's dangerous putting 869 down here though. You're basically expecting it to go through through your 6 here, you know, all the way through. With those really heavy influences there, I think you're missing out right there, you know. This is Helping Hands. Helping Hands sees a bounce from 969. Yeah, Helping Hand agrees with me there. Yep, that's where was this at? Yep, 969 there. Oh, nice. I didn't even see this. I didn't even try pulling that previous range there. So, yeah. I think Litecoin. This thing, man. Let me just tell you. All right. Well, let's go into Litecoin. It's gonna be a tough one. Quarterly right here. We're only looking at these untapped. Boy, it's just barely untapped, isn't it? Save this one for last because this is interesting. The market structure is very interesting as well. I think this thing could take off possibly. All right, this is its old historical chart. Let's do this on the. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do this on the lower time frames and redo it because it's so much history. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Possible range right here. Let's leave that intact for now. Let's see this here. Let's go on higher time frames. Not seeing the midpoint respect that I want there. I'm not seeing the midpoint respect I want. That. Fib wise. That's the cause for that. That CC right there. That's a good thing I wanted to see. That's good. It's good for our level there. Let's keep that. 3 nice confluences there. $45.26. The only thing I don't like, it's been tapped so many times. What do we have here? Fifth confluence there. This is not a setup I'd really be willing to trade, per se. Let me give you an outcome here. Higher lows here. And higher highs. Do we have a higher high right there? So we have a high right there, though. Didn't make a monthly high or high, though. We've yet to make a swing low, though. bet. I'm just gonna give this. And like I said, guys, none of this is financial advice, right? I'm just giving data. I'm making the best of what I can of this. I'm gonna cover myself with all of these. You see, I'm covering myself with all of these lows right here, just in case. Okay, we're maintaining our 3-to-1. All right. I'd be targeting that. If I wasn't targeting it, let's just say I was targeting the top of this, even then we still have a 3-to-1 risk reward. Okay. Even then, and you know, just to be safe, we'll target that high right there. That is a 34% stop loss. You can, granted, you can cut it to smaller if you just want to cover these series of lows. But you can imagine with the Bitcoin drop, you know what could happen. Litecoin's tough one. It is. But yeah. I think a new setup in the group popped up since then. Bybit ONDO. I'm gonna just go with that right there. Yeah. Ultimately, it's calling for the very global very high right there. Yeah, I'm personally not looking to trade this. No, I just don't like Litecoin so much. Even off the bat, it's kind of tricky. I don't know. Let's just take a look at ONDO, and then we'll cut the video. So ONDO, start from scratch. And it's monthly right here. Falling below it's monthly. Bearish candle there. That's a good look for it. Now that could help it out. Let's see what happened on this day right here. Did we fall all the way down and come back up? That's what I want to see here. Okay, so dang. This is on August 3rd. Okay, so let's look at this. So, what I want you to see here, and we're going to have to mark this line. This was a bit smaller before. It's August 4th. drops. There's probably a CC right here. We could see this thing start going. It's tell you what you don't want to lose. So the CC right there. What you don't want to lose is a 7. You know, you definitely don't want to lose any of these. Especially losing this. We need to make sure ONDO's. We gotta look at it on spot here. Private spot. Wow, even going further back like that, really. So even going as so far back as here, that would be within the range though. Yeah, see, I know we wouldn't include any of this in the range. Currently has bounced up, but look, I think just possibly a bit, just briefly. That candle is not. That's indicating there's lower to come. I really do think so. That candle is indicating there's lower to come, and I think we'll see that. I mean, you hate to see it for it. Choo-wee. I think ONDO could be on a crash course down to. Let's see. Here's why. Very interesting. 0.51 here, huh? So look. Do not open Halo. Okay. So basically 0.5 on this monthly naked point of control. And it still opens it. Still open. I'm gonna go into ONDO on its own. I'm gonna go into ONDO on its own. We're already here. We're already here. We might as well finish it out strong. So my take on this. Here's my take. Lose this. We see this. We see this 618 right here. Yeah. That candle. Unless this candle grows. This candle grows. It's bounced. Maybe it'll make its way back up here. I'll then have some nice. No, it's clearly lost that monthly now. It's a clear monthly loss. I'm gonna remove the monthly. Confluence is there. I'm not gonna even. No. Oh, look at that fib confluence. That's pretty. That's where you want it right there. That's the mama right there. That's beautiful. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. So we have this. We have the CC pull from here. Okay. At our level. Right around our monthly naked point of control. For on the monthly here, pull it from here. We have 76 aligning with that beautifully. That's very nice fib confluence, and we don't ever want to just take that away. Extremely nice fib confluence. You see that, you really need to pay attention to a level like that when you see that. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Um, yeah. And I want to pull this as well. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look at that. Previous month point of control right here, 4939. Just out of interest, what would this be? Okay. Let's take a look at these. Just that could be a possibility right here, you know. Very bottom of this. We'll have to see. We've already lost that. Could be bouncing. It could be bouncing right now. You know, it really could be. It could be bouncing right now. What we need to pay attention to is this daily candle right here. Okay. And how this weekly closes. This weekly, man, ugly, freaking horrific. Okay. Chances are this is going to close. Pay attention to both these. They're closing here in 18 hours. For God's sake, weekly is yeah, it's going to be like looking like that. I'll tell you what though, if the weekly does close above this, you know, above. Hold on. You know, if the weekly closes above, stays where it is, maybe that will give some contention for the bulls. And it looks like it's going up right now. So you could have that. You could have a possibility right now. Let's see what Helping Hand. I can't remember what Helping Hand Post to put in here. Oops, I clicked that way too many times. Okay, so he's looking at 6469. I can understand looking at. We'll see. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Why this is out of its range for me. You have the range from this candle all the way through here. In just my opinion, I don't think this candle coincides with this range. I would not include that in there, but I can see how you can make a case for it to try fit. Okay, so essentially what you have is this. You're having this here. Then you're including in. See, I would not include that candle right there. I just personally would not. Okay, I see your view of it, Helping Hand. I do, of why you would include that there. But with all the confluence we have right here, let's go over what we have confluence-wise here. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. This, including this impulsive candle in this range, it's I wouldn't, because it coincides with this range as well. Okay, so what we have is looking at two previous month candles here. Okay, we have this previous month. Okay, we have this previous month point of control right here. All right, and if you're looking at this is up here, value area low. It's at the value area low. I think it could either bounce up from here. I don't think the CC right here. I think the 786 with this fifth confluence we have right here. So this is pulled from the monthly pivot, and this one's pulled from the weekly. So we have this weekly impulsive pulled right here, showing the 786 aligning with it, and it's a much larger impulsive candle. And you gotta remember, altcoins love the 786. That coincides with the monthly, right by the monthly naked point of control. Look at this previous. We have a previous week value area high right here. Previous week point of control right here. Here's the previous week value area high, but it's really outside of that CC right there. Look at this previous week point of control right there again, almost aligning next to it. Yeah, so that's all right. Right, for my take on it is this. Sorry, this is long-winded. It just has to be. Where this is gonna go, it's a toughie. That's a tough, Can't really give it. Not to mention this is a weekly as well. So I'll be looking at. So, or this. Look, it's going up right now. Or this. I say it's already bouncing from now. It's already bouncing. We're gonna cut this video short because this has been a long one. I just wanted to show you all the stuff we got to go into. And now we got all these positions right. What can't we forget to do? The most important thing: mark these alerts, and then we'll be done. All right. I'm marking this at the CC in here. Mark that, see what happens there. Really, that's the one we're targeting is there below. And 50 cents is such a look at that 50-cent level, and that's just a It's just a nice, nice psychological, you know. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm out. Till next time.